Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Learn Plan Profit. Hope you guys are all having a good start to your day. I'm going to start sharing my screen just so you guys can see exactly what it is that I have going on right now. Give me one quick second. Yikes. I am so sorry, headphone users. That scared me. I can't even imagine how loud that's going to be for you. But yeah, market just opened. So let's go ahead and have some fun and try to make some money. So here we go. Alrighty. All right, so today, Friday the 13th. Woo! What do you guys think about that? You guys ready? Let's get this bread. I like it. I like it. Just so you guys can see, starting the day off fresh. No positions in here. Ready to step up to the plate and take advantage of any opportunity that presents itself. Let me tell you something. Yeah, right now natural gas is pushing up, becoming a little bit more on the overbought side. It makes sense on why it can pull back. We'll see, but it's been very bullish lately, so I'd be pretty careful with that. Here it goes. So crude oil is showing signs based off of its close, right? It was showing signs of a sell-off, then uptrended, and then sold off, and then began to uptrend. So is there a clear direction? It's kind of uptrending as of right now, but now we're riding this SMA line a little bit more. So this might be in the very early stages. Again, it's just a heads up for a potential reversal. You guys know that I like always just not thinking so much about the profits and you know what positive action can continue to happen. I also like to think about you know what can go wrong. Is there a potential change of direction coming soon and stuff like that. So a wise man once told me, patience and confirmation. What is going on, Harrison? Hope you're having an amazing day. Let's go ahead and try to have some fun and enjoy the process, right? Whoa. Jeez. Wow. What's this? Huge sell-off. Crude oil should be following to an extent. Yeah, a little spooky pattern right here, right? A little spooky sell-off. Look at that sell-off. Let's see. All right, here we go. We're getting the first sign of rejection on /NG, but again, it's been bullish lately, so watch out for it to just bounce on that EMA line. /CL. Here it goes. I really don't see, and I don't want to just like stop talking throughout this video. I really don't see. I don't know if we're in the early stages of a potential sell-off or if this is going to continue to rally. So, what do you guys have planned this weekend? I don't know what to. I really don't want to trade this right now. So unless we break above this. So is there any fun plans that you guys have this weekend that, you know, has to do with trading, maybe doesn't have to do with trading, maybe trying something new? What do you guys have going on this week? There it goes. Natural gas is still pushing up. Ambition and patience, that's spooky. Music festival here in Atlanta. Nice. / watch the middle. Yep, 100%. Good morning, all this. I'm gonna race my dad's STI and his dad's RS. Oh, nice. Okay. Going to a car show in San Diego. Going to make it through the Learn Plan Profit lessons. Catching up on some sleep. Randy, that's my favorite hobby. I like that. Good morning, gym, trade, laundry. Andy, I like that routine. Laying in bed after a torn. Oh. Achilles? I did not. I'm surprised I was able to read that that said Achilles. Oh, I'm really sorry about the. So watch Learn Plan Profit videos. Try to avoid the tropical storm in Florida. Trades always a focus event on weekends on demand trading. I like that. I've been circling the series. I see that. Sounds good, Harrison. Harrison's awful full of jokes today. Let's see. Trade on demand. Watching football. Yeah, football is back in season, right? Yeah. calculating my profits. All right, coding a calc. Okay, LPP course. What with motorcycles? Okay, watch Elon Musk interview and study. Okay, I like that. I've been like listening to this audiobook about Elon Musk. It's a pretty popular. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard it. I actually think it's pretty interesting, how he has like with his what was his first um acquisition? It was Zip2 or something like that, right? And then it was X, which converted on over to PayPal, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot about him and how he does his business. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. So, wrapping up work on the flip house. Oh, I like that. Me too. Oh, I have an update video for you guys. Have you tried to get the Joe Rogan? No, not at all. Joe Rogan has like, he had like Elon Musk, right? He has like huge people. So, we usually don't reach out to anybody for those type of like interviews because yeah. But maybe once we have the TechWoods HQ and we have more of a like direct impact, maybe in our local market, here in Arizona, I feel like that would be something that would be worth talking about. Once we begin to do more things that are really just like giving back, I think that can be. I'm excited for that, so I can see how other people can build excitement around that as well. Yeah, natural gas is still ripping. So we could see they're making higher highs. There it goes. Hooey, look at that. Wow. Look at this push. Look at the MACD, look at the RSI. This could. Do you guys think that it's going to fulfill this entire margin? I don't know about that. We're 6 minutes into the market open. It's a decent margin. Or do you think that it's kind of hard to see it here, right? Or do you think that it's going to be making lower highs, right? Are we more or less going to be making these lower highs? I don't know. Right? Do you guys kind of see this pattern that it's kind of selling off? Say more no than you do yes. I like that. I think we could use that kind of like concept or habit in all parts of life, right? When it comes down to like trying to not make bad decisions, say more no than you do yes, right? Well, a lot of adventure seekers will probably be against me, which rightfully so. I like that, Matt. Great, criteria to wait for. Check out the 1 year chart on natural gas. Looks like it's on a killer spot. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I would say right. You're saying because of the SMA line. I can see why someone might look into that. I don't know how relevant that is, especially with. Okay. Yeah, I think that one of the things that Weston brought up, he was like, it doesn't like gas go up during natural gas, and I was like, no, it's the exact opposite. Like natural gas usually does well during the winter months, right? But there's so much news about what's it called? There's so many news about like a bunch of different things that are going on with our market that I could see that also have a negative impact on overall natural gas. So. Again, seasons tend to repeat themselves just like patterns, right? Because that's what they are. Please don't. We've had a lot of people, and I'm just trying to like clear things up because I know I get this question a lot. People think that because there's certain seasons that like, let's say natural gas excels and does very well in, that they're just gonna bag hold until it recovers. And I just don't think that's the best approach. Patterns tend to repeat themselves. At the end of the day, they don't have to. So I think that's a great kind of mentality to have. So. Did you watch the interview with Hills? No, I didn't watch it. I don't really watch too many of those videos, but I'll probably check it out. I appreciate it. I'm sure it'd be pretty, the like and dislike ratio. Yeah, I just feel like anyone with a following, especially like Tim, there's such a controversial type of, right? He's definitely very like known in the YouTube space, so I can see why people might dislike it, but it doesn't mean anything, right? With I think it's like, and this is just me speaking off the top of my head. I don't know like Tim's approach. I know he trades penny stocks, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I think like with what he's like, if you don't see value, and this is the thing that I try to tell everyone, and this is why I don't like to subjugate anyone trying to pursue anything. In my video yesterday, if you guys watched it, my sole focus was to empower you to like find your niche. Um, yeah, natural gas is pulling back right now. It's not selling off, so be careful with this, especially because it's so bullish. But one of the things that I really want to say, and I really hope that this can like resonate well with you in whatever market you truly excel in, is I think one of the most beautiful things is like when you don't have to subjugate other people to uplift yourself. Watch out for natural gas right now. I think that we can all agree that regardless if you see value in Tim's approach or not with his penny stocks, and we all know like once you become familiar with the market, you all become extremely aware of the risk involved and how unlikely it is with lower cap stocks. It doesn't mean that it's impossible. It just means that there's very few people that actually excel in that market. But because of his stories and because of his efforts to get awareness and exposure out there, it sparks a lot of people's interest to get started in trading. It doesn't mean that they pursue penny stocks. It just means that he was that spark. There's a lot of people in our niche today that are that spark. So as long as you're aware of all these different markets and that there's not one sole way to be successful, I think that we can all agree that all these different people that are sparking people's interest in different markets, I think the thing that we should all share is the open mind that there's not one way to find success, right? There's so many different ways to get that same end result, and to not be afraid to find it in your own way. But I think it's also not right to like, I'm about to sneeze. Yeah, I thought I was about to sneeze. But yeah, I just think like there's gonna be so many people that, again, because Tim is like well known, right? He has like the largest following on Instagram. He's very known on social media, and whether you like him or not, trust me, I get that his style is, he had a very extreme and aggressive style before, and I can see how he could rub people off the wrong way. But I can almost guarantee you that like, the majority of those people that are like disliking that video first came across Tim and started trading because of him. And that's not something that I think that you could ever discredit. So regardless if you find or see value in anyone, I think that, the effort of just trying to get the idea out there of trading or the stock market is something that we can all, in a sense, respect, as long as we do our part in trying to guide people in the right direction, right? Yeah, 100%. I mean, Tim was definitely one of the first couple of stories that I heard. He was like the top one on social media when I was first searching this stuff up. So, and there's so many people. There's like people that then end up not liking Gary Vee, right? Or end up not liking all these people that dump a bunch of money into ads. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just never been my approach. But I focus more on the like organic side of making YouTube videos. But someone that has more money might not care to and might just want to pay for it, and that's their approach, and that's okay, right? So I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's pretty interesting to see how people judge others based off of just making videos. No, appreciate you, Andy. Yeah, I mean, there's no question that people that maybe don't like to be as aggressive probably would prefer, I wouldn't say my style, but my style is, I would say, less aggressive than than trading penny stocks or stuff like that. So it's just all about working with people that make you feel good, right? That you've watched a couple of their videos already and things make sense to you, that they have already helped you out. It's not like a secret system, right? It's just like work with people that you work well with, and don't be afraid to try new things. There it goes. How many people got into degas? I actually didn't think it was gonna pull back. Natural gas has been so bullish that and there it goes. Wow, huge sell off. This is a strong push. That's about 1% already for degas. Yeah, almost about 1%. Well, definitely more than 1% from the bottom, but yeah, I see that /CL. Got in on DWT. Whoa! Looks like you just made it. Don't be afraid to lock in profits. Just a reminder, don't be afraid to lock in profits here. Wow. Everyone's making money but me. Hoo-wee. Let's see if I can have another $100 day like yesterday. Oh. Yesterday was not a productive day when it came down to trading, but guys, I got a total of 4 videos completed, and 3 of them were interviews from 3 different very successful people in their own niche. One was Lenny, right, the real estate agent, one of the top agents in Arizona. Holy smokes. One was Casey Adams. He's verified on Instagram and leads one of the top business podcasts, right? And then the other one was Caleb Maddox, who I think has one of the has his Apex learning, and yeah. Oh wow, that's crazy. Wow, okay, I didn't know that. Let's see. Oh, no. Natural gas would not perform poorly during the winter months. It's actually the exact opposite. You're right. But the demand is higher, right, because of the heating, and it's actually used more. So, wow, I'm really missing out. Look at that. And guys, you guys all called it, right? You guys all saw it happening. So that's all your hard work. That's all, you guys all identified this. It made sense. I just wanted to be a little bit more cautious because of, look at that. It just continued. Look, I can't even keep up with it because it's pushing so much. 2.5% in literally, 4 or 5 minutes. That's someone's weekly goal. That's more than my daily goal for sure. FOMO, 100%. Hey, you can't win them all. Being completely honest, again, it's 18 minutes into the market open. Let's not put ourselves in a bad position. I sold too early on drip. Hey, what if it would have gone the other way, right? What if it would have gone the other way and you would have, would you have cut losses as quick? But guess what? You still ended at green. So I don't want to hear no complaining about selling it too early. Green is green, and you still did something that 95% of the market can't do. So don't let what happened today, make you hold something longer on your next trade and end up going into the red, right? It's good best practices and good habits that you want to implement. So please just keep that in mind. Guys, I got some smart water. Actually, it was with I did not buy this. This is expensive water. Of course, Ken, I'm always here to remind you how amazing you are. Watch out for this. Potential support, right? Selling early is a good practice. So I would say selling early is always better than selling too late, right? And the reason that I say that is I would rather be someone that sells too early and slowly refine working on that to get a little bit better on that than be someone that's settling too late and then working on that. Do you kind of get what I mean? It's better to refine while you're still making a little bit of money than because you're not discouraging yourself. It's not really about the dollar amount, but it's because you don't want to discourage yourself. So yeah, we should get some. Is there a such thing as genius water? That doesn't make you smarter. Heck no. Distilled water and electrolytes for taste. Okay. All of a sudden, I see everything. Knocking profits. Can you check out Shop? Of course. I appreciate you asking. Let's go and check it out. So oh wow. Okay. So I can see definitely on the day it's kind of building this potential reversal. So I would definitely wait for higher highs, especially with this aggressive sell-off and overall reversal. I would say that this is probably acting like this because the overall market is acting in a very similar way. So keep a very close eye on /NQ and /ES. Genius water, all the college students are doing that. Yeah. End of the week on a green note. I like that. Is it Schlock? Schlock? I'm so bad at that. Sorry. Made $1,500 USD pre-market and so it's expired. You have $350 back, 10K account. Time to call it a day. Okay, let's do it. Oh. Oh wow, that's so interesting. I would never have guessed that. What is that? Where's your name from? We're going through a lot of consolidation. I wouldn't say that this is bouncing just yet. This could 100% continue to sell off. So India, but I live in OC. I like that. Sweet. I'm from Orange County. That's so cool. Super late to the stream because I ran into viral natural soap. There is no way. Hold up, Finny. There is no way an ad is 22 minutes long. I live in Huntington Beach. I like that. My God, Joey's in the house. Bear flag on DWT. Bro, I smacked it up. Do you still use the 1K challenge aiming for 20%? No. I personally don't, but I never read a book, Federico, when it came down to getting a better understanding of how to recognize good patterns for ETFs and ETNs. Maybe I should, being completely honest, it literally just took time to become more familiar. I wouldn't look so much on the day charts, but I was looking more on the 180-day charts, and I would focus more on obviously this uptrend pattern when stocks or ETFs would then consolidate, which is kind of like a horizontal pattern, or during the consolidation phase, or overall rejection. Those are the three only patterns that I really, if you're trying to talk about the bull flag pattern and the bear flag pattern and all those different type of things, I think that might be interesting to learn more about, but I don't think it's vital, at least not with my approach, and especially not with ETFs. ETFs are, when it comes down to the technicals, I don't find that to have a huge influence in my experience trading. And on top of that, I just, a lot of the factors that are presented weekly is the news, the supply, and the demand, and I'd rather focus on that. So do you have a video on charts and patterns? I believe I do, and I even have one on YouTube. So I like that, Matt B. I made $60 on SQ. I like that, Mr. Caesar. Ricky, are you and you guys? Nope. I am zeroed out. Trying to see what you might be asking if I'm in you guys, because I'm waiting for this, huh? I'm waiting. I'm trying to. I really want to take a trade in front of you guys. I might go live a little bit longer with you guys if that's cool. Just because I really feel bad if there's no reason kind of for me not to go live a little bit longer. You're not flipping motorcycles anymore? Bill, not too much because I fell off of one, and after I fell off of one, I really don't want to ride them anymore. So, um, if you find me a good deal, I'm always open. If you find me a good deal in anything, a property, send it to me through direct messages. A car, send it to me through direct messages. I really hope that you guys know that. Like, I've had one of the properties that I bought in Arizona was because a TechBud Solutions member direct messaged me that they had it for sale. I've looked at cars before because someone sent it to me through direct message. Um, and if I find it and it's a really good deal, I'll of course send either a couple hundred or a couple $1,000 your way, depending obviously of how good of a deal it is, right? So that's why you need to go do dirt bikes because you'll have all the protection. True. Yeah, Arizona is just so hot right now that I don't really like being outside, like without AC. Okay, I like that, Matt. Appreciate that. I do from time to time. I just as of right now, I'm waiting more for setup, for something to actually confirm. I'd rather focus on that. I don't know why that always happens. We should have a chat in the Discord chat for real estate deals. Yeah, I don't want to like deter people from our main focus. We've already added a couple chats that are not just for trading, and we have added like different sections, and I just feel like it might overwhelm people that are just getting started. So I just don't want to overcomplicate it. Yep, it's crazy. How much is your energy bill? My house has like it's like a newer house, right? It's 2015 or 2016 that it was built on. So it has really good like supposedly it's very efficient. I still think it's pretty expensive. It's like my electricity would be anywhere from around $400 to $500 a month, maybe 600. I don't know during the summer. It's not always like that. Sometimes it's like 240, 250. That's expensive if I'm not mistaken for Arizona. I know that people in California pay around that, but uh, sounds good. Oh, I didn't know that was crazy high. Okay. Yeah, no, it's pretty pricey. It's much more expensive. Yeah, I do have a pool that runs all the time. Well, I didn't know I was so small. I want you guys to be able to see me. Dingleberry Rick in the house. Here we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. All right. Yeah. So, first of all, like, it's super hot in Arizona, and the house I live in it's not huge, but it's not small, right? It's like almost 6,000 square feet. So, it has a lot to cool down. I think we have 3 AC units in the house. So, the first house with 6 people living in there. No, people think that we have 8 rooms in the house and 4 people live here, including myself. So I have 3 roommates, Justin, Harley, and Weston, and they're all part of our team. So at my other house, the one on Milk, or the one at my first house that I ever bought, um, that one, the AC there can be around like $100 to $200. It's still, I mean, it's still not cheap, but yeah. It doesn't like that. Oh yeah. Here it goes. Do you guys see this? Think we can make it? Let's see. Whoa. Let's see how much this is. Yeah. I don't mind going in with that on my first position. We got crude oil consolidating as well. Okay. Do you see this? I'm going to set my alert for the break above 55 on crude oil. Sold off quite a bit. I want to partake on the trade when the action is happening. So that's kind of what I'm waiting out for. Here it goes. Beginning to show more signs of higher highs. No. I still think the PDT rule is something that you should use to empower you to get a better deal. Alex. You crack me up, man. Here we go. I don't know about this. I don't know about this one, guys. Let's see. Can we get higher highs? Come on, MACD. Don't let me down. Gonna keep it as top priority right now and manage my risk just in case. See where we're at. So we're at 2074, right? That's my so every cent is about $15. So yeah. I think that's fair. I can risk about $60 for that trade. This is awesome. What's going on, Oscar? Save some money for the rest of us, Oscar. Can't allow you to take all the profits on this trade, please. You gotta be considerate, man. You gotta be considerate of other people. Trying to get some bread over here too, you know? Trying to have fun with it too, you know? Come on, Oscar. Can't be doing us dirty like that. Got Oscar over there making all the profit. Just sold, made $30. I like that. Congrats. Break the bread. Yep. What does the different colored lines on the chart mean? Let's explain in the course. Have you completed the course? No? I can almost... It's the VWAP indicators. If you're talking about this one, it's the bottom VWAP, the purple line is the middle VWAP, and this is the top VWAP. Kind of bums me out that you haven't... Oh, watch out for this. Okay, no, you didn't get that far. That's totally fine. I'm totally kidding. It doesn't upset me, but it would be great if you do dedicate some time to, you know, complete the course. Yeah, and then the green line is the SMA line and the blue line is the EMA line, but that's all 100% explained in the course. MLT Magic Tricks! What is going on? The man, the myth, the legend in the house. What's going on? Let's see what we got going on here. I want to see your YouTube channel if that's cool. So we'll allow this thing to run a little bit. I'm going to get ready to sell. Oh no. Little pullback season. I'll have to set my alert. Oh. Oh. Wow, that really pulled back. Natural gas is not happy. What's my average purchase price? Let's see. Not too hot. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we're beginning to show signs of a sell-off. So it looks like it is going to be getting rejected by the SMA line and by the middle VWAP as of right now. We're not really making higher highs. So I think it's best to gonna have to play it safe here, and not feeling very comfortable. Yeah, no, I feel you on that. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, not working well with it. There it goes, 72, 74. I'm looking at the natural gas future, and one of the things that I'm noticing here is, I mean, we're kind of, oh, that is not. One of the things that I'm noticing here is that it's almost like trying to make these like lower highs. So I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, rightfully so, right? Because there really is no yet break of pattern because it didn't overall have like true confirmations of higher high. And what do I mean by that? Everyone always asks me like, what do I mean by higher highs? When it when it continues to push up, make higher highs, right? And when it pulls back, it validates the EMA line, and then it continues to rally, where there's that clear direction of something indicating signs of an uptrend. As of right now, like you could see that according to how it's been uptrending, it has pulled back, but then it still continues to push, right? It pulls back and then continues to push. So it pulls back, and it would be cool if it continues to push, but it definitely doesn't have to, right? Especially not with what's going on right now. So I'm gonna check this out. Let's see, because we're right around this general area. So at that 390, 317. There it goes. Broke below. We're at 68, 269. Yep. The MACD isn't looking too good, nor is the RSI, right? Okay, but now we're picking back up again. No, I'm not really liking this. It almost looks like it's about to make a push up. No, there's too many things acting as a resistance, I think, as of for it right now. Let's see. But we're cool. I mean, we're chilling right now, and there's nothing crazy going on, and this is where I'll just probably have to cut it. So /CL looking to make lower lows, right? There it goes, team. I like that. Positive way to look at the week. Ooh. And that is a break of pattern, folks. So we're going to have to cut it here. So I see it at 2064, 2065. Let's see. Any thoughts on natural gas? Well, I'm in it right now, right? It's not looking too hot. Just to kind of explain kind of what's going on. It sold off aggressively, began to indicate signs of an uptrend. Ultimately, got rejected by that middle VWAP, right, and then by that SMA line as well, and is now pulling back. So unfortunate. It's still, I would say, overall, if it even matters, right? Based off of overall kind of like low points and where we're at and stuff like that, it's still definitely a little bit more on the oversold side, but that's if it continues with old patterns, right? If this thing completely breaks its patterns and then just continues to sell off, then old patterns are irrelevant, right? It's just going to cause, and right now the direction, which in my eyes, it always has more weight, right, on what I want to like pay attention to. Right now, it's indicating signs of a downtrend. So we're trading below the EMA line, we're trading below the middle VWAP. Boring compared to yesterday. Yeah, sorry, I can't change how the market performs, right? But let's see. Do you guys see that it almost looks like it's trying to build a support here? Is that just me, or if we kind of look at, but this kind of breaks that. All right. Hey, what's going on, John? What's up? What's up? Hope you're having an amazing Friday. Things are slow over here, the Tech Buds house. It's slow for me. We have a lot of people that have said that they've hit their daily goal and that they're done trading for the day. So super happy to hear that. I'm just over here struggling. I admire how you stay so chill when you between positions. Dang. Well, we just cut losses. So again, out of my control. Woo! Good thing we cut losses. Appreciate you, Andrew. Thank you again. Look at that huge sell-off on natural gas. It sucks, but it would have been worse if I would have been a part of this, right? So I cut losses I wanted to keep my losses under 0.5%. You guys know how I am, right? You always want to keep your losses smaller than your profits, right? So $667, that's about a little bit over, it's almost 0.07%. You know, I wanted to keep it at under 500, but it went a little bit over, so that was my bad. Yeah. Next trade will be green. Just think about it. We just need to if I aim for 1%, just making sure that there's a clear direction and a 1% margin. Guys, I'm not liking any of this. I am not liking any of this. This thing is continuously selling off, but it's so oversold that I don't really want to be in DWT because it's so oversold. But it's not, I don't want to, go into UWT because then the overall, reversal just isn't there. So. My primary focus, regardless of how the market is doing, is I like to pay attention to the volatility. I like to pay attention to the overall direction, one of the most important parts. And I want to make sure that we have true confirmation, right? Higher highs and higher lows, and making sure that that's all. Once I have those three understood, and then of course making sure that the margin of profit is worth it, then I can feel much more comfortable and confident with my trade. One of the things that I lack with the most has to be the idea of having true confirmation. Sometimes I get in a little bit early, and then once I do get confirmation, getting true confirmation in my eyes is like kind of like we showed on over for natural gas, where it was making these higher highs and or lower lows, right? True confirmation of a sell-off where it just continues to get rejected. Or sometimes we see when an ETF is just aggressively pushing up nonstop all day, that's true confirmation of the EMA line showing signs of an uptrend. So yeah, it sucks sometimes, but it's that would be my ideal setup and what I would look for. So trading is harder on Fridays. I don't want to say it's harder. Oh, finally, my sneeze came in. But I wouldn't want to say it's harder. Just because I suck trading on Fridays, I usually don't do well. The past couple of weeks, I've actually done. Thank you. I've actually done pretty well. I did very well in Hawaii when I was trading and how all that played out. But it doesn't always perform or play out like that. I would just say if you identify there to be days where either on Monday or on Friday that you don't perform the best, again, it doesn't mean that everyone sucks during those days too. It just means maybe there's something that's going on within the market that maybe you get too nervous. You're still trying to get your feet wet with trading at the start of the week or at the end of the week. And for me, it's just I need to be more selective, and this is a perfect example. I put myself in little pickles. I hope at least you guys understood why I was taking that position, right? It made sense to me. I did my part. I thought I did, waiting for confirmation, waiting for higher highs. I thought I waited for the break. I didn't wait for pullback confirmation, so that could have been something I could have waited for. So it was not a perfect trade, and it was showing signs of a sell-off with the SMA line, but then previously pushed up, and then it looks like it's going to continue to sell off. So yeah, so just there's definitely some back and forths, but now it looks a little bit better, right? But now I don't kind of more. I don't know. Oh, there goes crude oil. Yep, 100%. We've talked about that before. Where /GC or JNUG and JDST are minor ETFs and ETNs, so they don't follow the overall future directly. Just watch out for this previous resistance, right? It has not been able to break above this, and there it goes. There's DGAS. $100%, Derek. There's no excuse I can give you other than I just went in way too early, and that was my fault. And look, I paid the price for it. So learn from my mistake, and it makes sense, right? Wait for confirmation, wait for that true, overall reversal, and let the direction be in your favor. I went in a little bit early, and I was okay with that with a smaller position set, so I accepted the risk. Let's see, crude oil, where we at? Yep, looks like it got rejected right around that general area again. I'm gonna set my alert here. Oh, watch out. How's the market looking? Is it recovering as well? Okay, it's trying to. I still see it as a descending pattern, but hey. It looks, natural gas looks like it's trying to push right back up again. Look at that. I was about to get in almost for like to revenge trade, and let's be completely honest, it's probably not worth it. It's not like, think about it. If you had $100,000, would this be the number one trade that you would take advantage of? Probably not, right? Need to be maybe a little bit more selective, right? Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, gonna hold off right now. We don't even have confirmation of above the EMA line, so it's a little choppy. Waiting for big plays over here. Yeah, I like that. So being down $600 is not even that bad for me, right? Because that's less than 1%. And if I think about it, and not try to force a trade, this is what I want to leave you guys with. I really just need to allow a 1% opportunity to present itself. Just like Serge said, right? A big play. When those big plays happen, how amazing is that? Like you sometimes, have you guys ever thought of this? And please just engage with me in this aspect. Have you ever been put in a position where you're like, you've been struggling all day? And this happens pretty often. I would say almost daily for me, where I'm just like, my goal is 1.5%. Like, those opportunities present themselves multiple times throughout the day, but I'll continue to scalp something, get to like 1% growth, and then there's a big play that presents itself, and then I lock in profits at like 0.5% or 0.7%, right? Or 1%, and maybe I hit 1.5 or 2K. But then I kind of think that I'm just like, if I would have just waited all day for just a play like this, I would have not had to like feel uncomfortable with all the other trades. I would have not had to like, I could have easily seen, and if you guys are, proactive within the market, you guys might see these plays almost present themselves every single day. And it almost is like a refreshing reminder of like, hey, like, I don't have to trade at market open. This is why I always tell you guys this, that like, you don't have to trade when everyone else is trading. Trade when it actually makes sense. Think about like, think in a way that like, you don't have to ever prove yourself to anyone. You are literally trading to just show yourself. You can take advantage of an opportunity when it presents itself. So why not just be selective, right? Like right now, this thing can 100% begin to push up, right? And this thing can shoot up because anything can truly happen. But is this a big play, right? Like when I calculated it was a 1% margin, like, yeah, I could have played it, and thinking about how things now played out, and there it goes, right? Right back where I cut losses at 26.3. But, did it have to, or is this going to be my big play of the day? It's not set up for that. It doesn't matter what happens. This thing can shoot up to 21, 25, and then I can be like, like I could have gone into that. But it's not about that, because we would have not known that outcome. What I see here is a potential play where it gets rejected by the middle VWAP in the SMA line with an overall descending pattern, and I already got stop lossed out because it didn't make the highs that I wanted it to. So the overall direction is not in my favor. It's a descending pattern, right? /CL. Now look at this. I can kind of go more with the flow with this. Now /CL is pushing down. DWT is an uptrend pattern, so I could pay attention to this. And this might make a little bit more sense to me, right? Because this one's actually overall uptrending on the day, right? It's overall uptrending on the day. And it's been making higher highs as /CL makes lower lows. Does that make a little bit more sense? It's one of my biggest focus has to be the overall direction. And as of right now, looking at the MACD, looking at the RSI, I already did a technical analysis on this, and some of you guys might be like, why did I take that position so quickly? I set my alert to remind me when crude oil was selling off because I saw DWT to be bullish. So we'll see how this plays out. No, I definitely wouldn't say that that's it would have been a revenge trade on maybe natural gas itself, but I wouldn't say on this. On this, I feel like, looking at how things are playing out, how sold off, and the overall direction, looking at the indicators even themselves, of which I don't really like to rely on, it makes sense. I mean, I see the opportunity to present itself here. We waited for confirmation of these lower lows here, right, and then the pullback, and then the break below the EMA line. So to me, it makes sense, if I could say that, right? So we'll have to set the alerts here, but maybe, 100%. Yeah, it doesn't always have to go according to plan. So and it looks like, it might not go according to plan with this one. So definitely got to make sure that might just be a sign that I really might just have to step away for today. Yo. And there it goes. See what we got going on here. We got crude oil trying to reverse back up. Here it goes, getting rejected, validating the EMA line as a potential resistance, and here comes the sell-off, potentially for crude oil. There it goes. It pushed up to 651, 652. There it goes, about to make lower lows and higher highs on DWT. Harrison, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Hope you have a great weekend. Have fun with the girlfriend, right? Oh, shoot. What did I click on that? All right. Looks like it's trying to reverse back up again and go up /CL. You wanted to go against me. No, you're good. I hope it plays out in your favor. I'm okay with taking the loss. Let's see. Looks like it's getting rejected again. There it goes. Pushing. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you for the heads up. Okay, I definitely see what you're talking about with the 5-minute chart. Looking at the MACD, looking at the RSI, right? And looking at the overall pattern, it looks like it's more at a resistance than it is at a support, right? That's what you're trying to bring up. 100%. I appreciate that, Yusuf. Yep, and there it goes. I think you guys are right. Here we go. Why is it doing that? Oh, wow. Here we go. I'm gonna have to cut it here, team. Feels like I'm cutting losses. I really dislike when you have to cut losses. Oh, it's all part of the game. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I don't like it either. But I'd rather cut losses quick than to have, you know, huge red days, right? Especially with some of the ETFs we do trade, especially with the volatility recently. It does suck. It 100% sucks, and it's not the fun part, right? But I'd rather be really good at cutting losses quickly than not cutting losses at all, right? So it's like kind of pick your poison. Let's see. Oh shoot! Pick a side. Pick a side. I learned that Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we almost have to experience that ourselves with like real money, or even with paper trading, if you could accept that. If you like, you know, take that as a lesson learned, that it does suck. It does suck, and when you take a hefty loss, like trust me, it hits you. It hits you like a, yeah, it hurts. I've had, you know, when it comes down to like percentage, like I remember like losing huge percentages of my account when I was trading lower cap stocks, and trust me, it's a hard obstacle to overcome, especially when you find it to be like your only option. There it goes. Are we gonna be making lower lows here? There it goes. Okay, look at that. Here it goes. Where are we at? Made $100. Ooh. I'm gonna close it out here. And rowdies. Ah. Come on, crude oil. I want to get out of this. Nope, not getting out of it. I literally sold 100 shares. Or 200 maybe. Whatever. I'll just sell at 53. Again, big picture, it really doesn't matter. It wasn't a huge play. Yeah. Jeez Louise. Alright, there. Alright. Watch it just dump right now. Watch crude oil just sell. Watch. I just closed out my position, right? I just closed it out. Here it goes. So we're about to hit on the bid 654. So I would have made $100 there. And here goes crude oil. I want you guys to see this. This is hilarious because it happens. But hey, there it goes. So now it just made higher highs for DWT. Now we're at 655, 656. Can we get a big sell-off for crude oil? Let's see. Crude oil, can we hit 660? No, it looks like it honestly looks like it found its support here. Quick little heads up, based off previous patterns, there was a previous support here. But hey, I didn't lose any money with that trade, just so you guys could see. Like, yeah, it sucks. That was a bad trade, but didn't lose anything. Made of $2.70. Ooh, watch out, I can get guac today at Chipotle. Yeah, I believe they do charge in different or twice, right? Because they're two different orders at different prices. So half a Starbucks, I like that. Yeah. So I'm sorry, team. I tried to take a couple of trades. It's just I feel like I'm almost now forcing these trades. I didn't really feel like I was forcing. I really did not think I was forcing the last one, but just did not go according to plan. I don't like this. It's all over the place. That's just my right. And there it goes. This is kind of like in the very early stages of, this is what I see going on. If I were to say like, is this, in what stage is this in? I would say that it's in this stage of where it just sold off just like this, and it's in the stage of consolidating, and then it's going to try to make higher highs where it's trying to kind of go in that direction. But it has a lot to go, and think about it. We have nothing but time. Market opened about an hour and 5 minutes ago. No reason to try to make it or break it. So be selective, and I'm sorry for taking that poor trade. My fault. I do apologize for that. But let's try to have fun with it, enjoy the process, and allow the opportunity to present itself. So gold is selling off. How much profit did he make? A nice little $600 loss. Didn't make any profit today so far. So can you give your thoughts on gold? Showing signs of a sell-off, and yeah, I mean, it's definitely oversold right now, but it's still showing signs of it aggressively selling off. And that's pretty crazy to see because the overall market's selling off as well. So yeah. What do we got going on here? Oh. Dancing. Do we got dancing in this chat? Yeah. Oh no, that's Joey. We have dancing. No, I don't think he's in here anymore. But just want to say thank you guys again for everything that you guys do. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Natural gas and CL are like, yeah, right now they are kind of just consolidating. So CL is recovering. Yeah, good thing we didn't hold, right? /CL is pushing back up to that same resistance, and that was helpful. So, appreciate that. Well, really happy that you enjoyed it, and hopefully we learned something new. And yeah, we can kind of go from there. So all right, thank you for everything. No, of course, appreciate you, Joey. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Continue working hard, continue following dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. We should have a real estate video. I interviewed Lenny. So many of you guys have been asking questions about like how to get started in real estate, and I pretty much just sat down with him, talked to him when it comes down to like how he got his start, and then the number one mistake that he sees like people make in the real estate market, especially in the Arizona area. And I think you guys will have some pretty good takeaways from that video. And that was one of the videos that I filmed yesterday with him. And then I'll have a full video about, we have a couple of videos coming out. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. Appreciate you guys' time like always. Let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. No worries, Craig. No, we're all good.